I feel like I should be at a con. Here's my mom. We made it to Minneapolis. Yeah, she's bragging about her free glass of wine. The drive from where I live to Minneapolis is supposed to be like 4.5 hours. It took 6. I'll put in some pictures of what the drive was like in the Pepsi truck that we saw in the ditch. And the chaos ensued, which was lots of drifts, lots of snow, low visibility. 30 feet was a distance when it was at its worst. There was sleet, there was like snow everywhere. We were going about 50 miles an hour at best the whole way here for 6 hours. There was ice on the road and people were sliding everywhere. Anyway, we did make it. We're at the Ramada. And it feels like a con, except how it's not like a con because I'm here with my mom and that's not like a con at all. And well, she's never been in a con. She took me to my first con.
Yes, I did, and I liked it.
But she was not there. We got here at about 4:30, having left at about 10. Surgery's tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Not allowed to eat after 11 p.m., so I will be sleeping. Meanwhile, we've got some snacks, some carrots, some cheese, some hot sticks. We are Wisconsinites after all, so that's what that is. And then we have crackers, because who can have cheese, hot sticks, and wine without your crackers?
Oh, don't forget Wisconsin.
I already said that like 30 times. What does craisins have to do with Wisconsin?
They grow cranberries here. Cranberries here. Oh my God.
I didn't actually know that.
You're not my child.
When have I ever been told that? Never. We've got bananas. I have some...
They don't grow those in Wisconsin.
No?
Not bananas.
Never.
Not that I know of.
I've been drinking decaf coffee, which is probably why I have a headache. I'm not allowed to take any vitamins, but I figured, well, you can eat vitamins, right? So I got some smoothies with vitamins in them. And I don't know if that's breaking the rules, but vitamins do help recovery, so I figured that's probably a smart idea. Hopefully I'm not going out the boundaries. I have a very specific series of instructions to follow for this surgery. Other surgeries like this have different procedures that they need to follow when it comes to before care and after care and the things that you can and can't do. And I'm following mine as closely as I can, aside from the no vitamins thing, because I am drinking smoothies. Other than that, I've been pretty good with it. We'll see. Okay, bye. Well, it is the day of, and that means that I am having surgery today. It is 6:31 a.m. Surgery's at 7 o'clock. We're not far from the place, so we're gonna do that. I have to go fill out a new pre-op screening malignant hyperthermia form because I think my doctor at home took mine with the rest of the papers. I look like a lunatic. I feel kind of like I want to drink some water, but I can't. I'm not really worried about anything. I don't really feel anything. I'm disassociating so much right now, but it's fine because it's not for bad reasons. I just would rather not have the anxiety. To be totally honest, I'm extremely gassy, and I feel really bad for my surgeon and his nurses if they have to be subjected to that. But I am looking forward to not having to breathe all the time like this, as I can hear myself while I'm talking. And it is really, it's that binder life. I'm going. They have me wearing zip up hoodie, and loose pants, and easy to slip on shoes. So I've got on some loafer slippers, Walmart pants, which are not really my size, but whatevs. We're about to head over now, and then it's surgery time from there. Time for surgery. So, we are back. Surgery. I'm gonna have to have my mom explain that because I don't really know what happened. I went in for 7 o'clock surgery. I think we actually brought me into the surgical room at maybe 8:45. A woman walked by and she said it was 8:30. We did have forms and stuff to fill out and then the pictures. I got there. I spoke to... I'm not even gonna mention names. I don't know. So, the surgery started around 8:39. They had my IV in. She said she's gonna get me at cocktail hour, some crap, I don't remember what she said. But I don't drink, so I don't know, like, that wasn't really that. They put me to sleep with the anesthesia. The anesthesiologist, Linda, is super nice. She's a very kind, she's very compassionate. She kept, like, gently holding my arm, which was, like, very reassuring. She went over the drill. We did actually decide that I had to take my lip rings out. It wasn't weird that they were marking up my actual body pre-op, but that marker stunk so so bad.
Nice Sharpie. Huh?
Yeah, it was bad. It was a pretty gross smell.
Everybody knows that smell.
It was almost like whiteboard marker. That's what it smelled like. And those are so pungent.
Oh, yeah.
They proceeded with the surgery, which is supposedly supposed to take 3 hours. What happened though was, you know the deets.
At about, 11:30, the doctor came out and I was expecting everything's fine, you can go back there and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, well, he was in the recovery room and we noticed that one of the bulbs was filling up a lot faster than it should have with blood. So there was a bleeder in there and Kes had to go back into surgery to find said bleeder and have it cauterized, which was another close to an hour. So finally when they came out, they got it and it looked good and the drainage was looking good too.
So did you get to see the incisions and stitches before they put the vest on?
No.
That'll be a mystery.
Unfortunately, I didn't get to see any of the cool stuff.
Cool stuff. I came out of it and I guess I wasn't like totally coherent the entire time. According to my mom, I just kept asking the same questions over and over. Actual like necessary health procedure and like post-op maintenance questions, but just on repeat.
Yeah.
So like these poor nurses and they just kept having to answer the same questions. But I just wanted to cross my T's and dot my I's.
Yes,
Not like I'd
why?
remember anyway.
Why? Like a 2-year-old.
No, it wasn't that bad. I remember specifically asking, so how am I going to have to proceed with maintenance and sanitary repercussions of this?
Which we'll get into because we have all those papers to go through because of our little detour, and I'll let you continue.
Okay, thank you. That was a nice transition,
Yes,
Mama. What are you, a
Good
YouTuber?
at segues.
She's a YouTuber,
I
so...
am not.
No, she's not. We have a lot of pills. Make it look like I'm some kind of druggie. But just to clarify, I rarely even take ibuprofen, if at all. So
Right.
I really don't take pills.
True.
These are probably gonna fuck me up, pardon the French. Here is where things got kind of annoying. We did get back home. I didn't feel nauseous or anything, which is good because I hear that's really common, especially if you're driving, and we had to drive to the hotel in Minneapolis. It's only about 1.75 miles away, something like that. I had to get my piercing re-pierced because I couldn't put the piercing in because it had scabbed over because my lips were so dry from the anesthesia, and they didn't want my piercings in, and it probably would have been fine if I had acrylic piercings, but they were so concerned about like the metal rubbing up against my teeth and my gums while the tube was in my throat. I just decided the doctors know what they're talking about, and here we are having to spend $26 on getting my $27 on getting my lip re-pierced. So everything went fine. I'm in this compressive sock. I really need to be elevating my leg, but here I am talking. So I'm gonna get on the bed and just like take it easy now. That's the update. I don't really feel like anything. There's not a lot of pain other than vague muscle pain, but I am so familiar with that it's not even a problem. Oh, and they gave me this fancy black zip-up vest thing. Lane had a tank top. There are other options out there for people who wind up doing the surgery. They do have a variety. I don't know if most people get to choose. I didn't. This is just what I wound up with. So I kind of look like a douchebag surfer person. But it's black and I appreciate that. I got my drains. I'm gonna show them too. They're gross. We have them clipped onto my shirt. But this is basically where your excess blood drains into from your tubes. My mom is calling them my balls, and if balls looked like this, you would have a real problem. They go up into my shirt and underneath my armpits, which I can't show. And I'm gonna be wearing this shirt for like the next week, and then they'll remove the drains at the next appointment. So we're taking care of the drains and unfilling and whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna go because my leg's swollen and I want to walk around and get my blood circulating. I'm gonna go. Thanks for staying tuned. Bye.